right, so I'm here with my brother, Mattias Sholl. Mattias has been generous with his time and is going to do a sample run of what a video breakdown looks like. So I cut up his most recent game against North Dakota. So we're going to take a look at that. So Mattias, welcome.
Thanks. Let's do it. Take some look at some video.
So for anyone who's going to do a video in the future, this is going to be the best way to do it. If you can upload, oh, hold on a second. I got to share my screen with you, Mattias, so you can see the game. Share screen right here. Here we go. You see that?
Yep.
Perfect. Cool. So as I was saying, when we do video breakdowns in the future, for anybody who signs up, best way to do that is if you can kind of cut all your clips. I put some instructions on how to do that in the sign up link and then upload it to YouTube. If you're not able to break down the clips and you send me the game footage, I can do it. It will be an additional charge because it does take a little bit of time. Like doing this one for Mattias's game took me probably 20-30 minutes of just chopping up video. So yeah, so it'd be great if we can get some pre-cut video. We can just jump right in. So without further ado, we'll get started on this one. Can you still see this full screen?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool. So I mostly broke just shots, goals, like puck plays behind the net, stuff like that. But there's a few clips like this first one where it's just like a really small nitpicky thing. Like when the puck is stalled in the corner here like this and your head is locked there, I would just say like try to take little head peeks to the middle, right? Just to make sure that these guys aren't sneaking in. So
for sure,
really small thing, but just keeps the game, like keeps you one step ahead of the play. Because I was watching, it was like a 4 or 5 second clip. You might have done it right there. I couldn't see it, but I just thought it was a small thing that I could point out.
Yeah, head checks are important. You gotta be doing head checks.
I like the aggressiveness coming out and playing the puck. You got a lot of numbers. I hope these guys were talking to you, but good poise.
Sometimes you can't hear them.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Yep.
Yeah, no, but it's awesome getting out there and playing it. I like this. We'll go back a little bit. Might slow this down so we can take a look. Cool. All right. A little too slow. All right. Puck comes out. Kind of like a weird play. I think your D-man turned it over. Popped out.
Yeah, he did.
I like that you're getting nice and aggressive on that shot. The only thing is be careful you're not sliding out as that shot's being taken, only because of these two guys here, right?
For sure.
Like if this guy's all alone and you have a D-man here and like it's an only shot option, for sure, all the way out, like take away that shot. But this guy, if he was smart, he could have fed that over here and it would have been like a tap in. So like just get that good hard push, get set, and then you're set for either a shot or a pass. But of course, that's a really good save. Like that's a nitpicky detail, but just kind of like, just one good hard push.
Yeah.
If you see that he's all alone, you can kind of take that extra step out there, but just be aware of like those extra guys outside. Yeah, here's that same step in slow-mo. Like you're still coming out. If he were to pass that over, I think that you're in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
But then again, that's a huge save off of like a turnover. It's always a scrambly play. Okay, you do a couple head checks here. I put this one in there because it was like that same situation, but on the other side, and you're checking to the middle, which is awesome. Like if somebody's creeping in here, they're not going to surprise you. You can see your head's kind of like popping in the middle.
Yeah.
And then, nice controlled save.
Yeah, I think on that first one, I maybe wasn't head checking as much, just maybe because I think there was the majority of the ice.
Yeah,
like majority of the guys were on that side of the ice.
For sure. But I think you knew where the situation was. It was just
it popped out, I for sure was taking a peek. Yeah, but head checks are for sure like important. You got to be able to recognize the threats.
So I got this one here. It just says a little old school. The one knee down, right? I think there's nothing wrong with one knee down or playing that overlap. But I think with like a right-handed shooter out here, like you don't need to be that aggressive. Like there's no
No.
way he's gonna beat you short side. If you're down in like an RVH with a tall shoulder, like there's like, and you have your head up against the post, there's nowhere he can score, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
I would say like as that puck's coming in here, once they get to like this line where they have that really bad angle, you can kind of swivel into that RVH. You do it really good. It's funny. You'll see in the clips, like on this side, you're always overlapping and one knee down. And then on the other side, you're doing like going into the post as an RVH. So
yeah,
it seems like you're a little more confident on one side doing it than on this side. But I think
I'm more comfortable on the right side. For
sure. Yeah, you can tell in the game because like this side, it's almost every time you're going one knee down. And
Yeah.
like there's nothing wrong with it, but because you're able to get that good push across. Where it gets tricky is if this guy were to drive around that net, then it's like, then you're kind of panicking getting back to the post instead of like in that RVH, you can just go post easy. So like, again, like do whatever's going to make the save. But when you see it on this side, you'll see that it's a little bit more controlled.
Yeah.
I think the clip comes later, but just something I noticed that like it's a little different on both sides.
I think even I didn't even have to go one knee down. Maybe on that, I could have probably just been overlap, no knee down.
Could have just been overlap, yeah. And then as he gets closer, instead of going into that one knee down, you can kind of like bump into that RVH. You know, just so you hit that.
Absolutely.
What we got here?
That one just kind of broken up. I'm not really sure what happened.
A little 3-on-2. I said, yeah, good tracking. Yeah, this is why I put this one in here. Just careful of that, like backing up, losing your depth, right? Like I do the same thing. It's a totally normal habit when you lose the puck, but just like trust your skating. If you lose it, hold that line. You know what I mean? Like try not to drift back as the play is coming in. Like, because the play is kind of stalled here and you're drifting, trying to find the puck. So just like set your feet, look for it there. Yeah. Again, it's a really small thing, but just things that we try to work on, like me and my goalie coach are trying to work on. So I'm just telling you the same things that he's telling me.
For sure. I mean, yeah, that definitely needed to keep my feet set there probably because there was a backdoor guy. You know,
I honestly do the same thing. It's a habit that like I'm trying to break because like anytime the play is coming in, the second I lose it or I feel that there's pressure there, I tend to back in, and then that's when you can get beat with that shot quick, right? So just like, if we're gonna get beat, we'd rather get beat with like the backdoor tap in than somebody just throwing a puck in the net.
Exactly.
Good fighting through traffic. I like that you're playing tall, and you can see like as the play is coming in, then you're getting set for that shot. Like because you're not going to get beat with a shot here, so nice and tall, fighting through that traffic as it comes in. You're getting your eyes on the puck. You're set. Down, back to the post, controlled. Really nice. Here we go. Another little 3-on-2. Pass out, feet set, top of the crease, easy save, controlled, no rebound. That's perfect. That's controlling the game, calming things down.
Yep.
That's the meat and potatoes kind of saves, you know, like shuffle, push up, set, save. That's the saves that count.
Gotta smother the rebound too.
Again, like I actually really like this following.
Yeah.
Like you can see feet are set, shuffling, small movements, re-engaging, coming back out. That's great. Like, boom, push to the top of the crease. Like, I wanted to show mostly when that guy's going low and you get those small little shuffles instead of the big movements. That's really nice. Nice. I really like getting there on your feet. That's awesome. Push, set. That way, if that shot's taken, you can push into it either way. If pass goes back, you're set. You're not sliding out of control.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me this year. I've been trying to move across as much as I can on my feet.
I try to slide as like this last couple of years, trying to slide as little as possible, except for when the play's in tight. Like same thing. Good. Push on your feet, find the puck. I'm not sure what this is.
That's the Jonathan Quick hunch over that.
I was talking to my goalie coach. I was like, man, my brother's going like paddle down while standing up. I've never seen it before. But I think when the play is way out here, just play tall, play on your feet, and like you can still hold that post if you want to, but I don't think you need to do that. And if you're going to do it, you might just go down.
It's the Jonathan Quick.
If you like to do it, do it. But I'm just saying it's a little old school.
It is.
Again, that's great. That big long pass, but you beat the play on your feet. Super controlled. You're set. Really nice. These are all penalty kill clips too. You guys had that long 5-minute kill at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one of the game, but it was a big one.
Good. I like this timing. Puck goes really low. Instead of playing on that way overlap, you're on the post there because you know he can't beat you. Like this is what I'm talking about. Where like, this is like the same angle as that guy was on, and you're covering just as much net, but you're more controlled, right? Like if the puck goes around, you don't have to swivel back to the post. Like nice and set, back high, nice and tall, finding the traffic, push across again. Yeah, it's a really smooth movement and a good
that
save.
One hit the post.
Did it hit the post? Yeah.
It
well, you're
did.
set for the shot. Like,
yeah, it might have been more the outside. I don't know. I kind of didn't really get my.
I thought you made a
one.
save, but as you can tell, I'm not watching the highest quality video. Good. Like, I think that if this guy wasn't here, he'd be playing even further out, but you're right up against that screen. That's a high scoring area chance. Like, you make the save, really nice and controlled. Kind of fall back in your butt, but you're covered right back up, back to your feet, back in the play.
Yeah, that one was kind of handcuffed me. I couldn't even really get my glove up. That one hit me like literally. I had to get my face kind of in the way, and then it hit off my shoulder, and then it fell down. So used everything. It
was a good save. And then here, just showing that one knee down again, because like I said, we're going to see the other side. If this was the same situation on the other side, I think you'd be in the RVH, which I'm not saying one's better or worse. But with this guy right here, I think if you're in that RVH, you can get that nice little bump out without having to drop your leg down. You know, like if this guy throws it quick to the net, like right now you have to slam that left leg down quick. But if you're in that RVH, it's just like a little bump, tight, controlled. But I like how you're able to kind of pop back to your feet every time the play goes high. So here's that same clip, just the 1-2 screens fighting through it. Guy's right on top of you. So that's a really nice save. Puck goes wide. And like I said, you fell. You didn't really fall. He kind of like drove into you, knocked you down.
Exactly.
But I love that you pop right back up to your feet, find your post, reset, fight into the traffic again. Yeah, it's really good. Nice. That was a good screen. I think he tipped it, huh?
Yeah, he got the little redirection in front. It was kind of one of those ones the guy tries to like tip it, maybe go get it to the short side or go 5-hole with the redirection.
For sure. So this right here, perfect, right? Like you're right on top of your crease, tight to the screen. So the tip, it goes into you because of your positioning. And then you can see your eyes, your glove, everything's going towards the puck. The only small little thing I would say is right here, instead of like opening up and reaching once that puck goes, is if you can either get like some little shuffles or like try to get a leg and push just so you don't fall back there, right? Because then if this like your team does a good job clearing the puck here, but if this guy gets that puck and you're falling back, and again, this is like the third opportunity on a power play, so it's at some point your team needs to step up. But to give yourself a better chance, you make that save, you keep your weight forward, you're able to get one more push across going forward. And if this guy gets the puck, you might make another huge save, right? So and that's something that we've been working on a lot here too, just like getting those
keep my body
second, third pushes off the rebound, which obviously you hope you don't have to make those saves, but if you can, that can be the difference in a game. But great save. Here's the same one. So right here, you stretch, and once you stretch out like that, like there's no way you can make that push, right? So like maybe just a tight, small little push, and then go desperate, like once the desperation's needed, right? Like
when I look at it there, I think I maybe could have probably I tried to lean forward and freeze that one, but it was kind of like
when it's so bang bang, it's obviously it's easier said.
I was hoping that they would shoot it out of the zone and get the time and run down. So I was like hoping they would like catch the hint, like get that puck out of here.
But you get what I'm saying? Like if you see it here and you see you have time, pull that leg in, get that small little push over instead of reaching for it. Like again, it's always easier said when you watch it in video.
Yeah, no doubt though. I know what you mean.
No one's ever played a perfect game. Nice, aggressive. Looks like the puck kind of slowed up on you.
It did,
yeah. Just be careful; it's not too aggressive.
Yep.
Always go out there and play it.
Mhm.
Right back out there after another one. Perfect. Nice.
I love playing
On the
that.
tape, they turned it over, but you did your job. You got it on your guys' tape. Right here. Here's another one of those. And here's
Yeah.
where I think the 1 knee down is tough, right? Like on these kind of plays. Like I think it's good for like a shot, but where it gets tough is when that pass is made because you're not able to
Right.
adjust your angle. Like you're set here,
Mhm.
you're pushing out on whatever angle you're on. It's kind of that straight one. But if you're able to be on the
Yeah.
post, you can kind of just push off that post like directly to the guy's stick. So just something to think about on that
Like off
side.
the RVH, you're saying?
Yeah.
Go on RVH mode?
Yeah. Like I'm saying there, as he comes in, he gets to that tight angle. If you get to that RVH and the pass comes out, I think it's a little easier to like
Push off as with
push
the
off
anchor leg.
accurately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can obviously get a push off from there, but I think you're a little bit tied to the post where it's kind of hard to like get that rotation and push. You're kind of just pushing out.
Yeah.
You're in that
Yeah.
post. You can kind of like aim where you're pushing. You can push like far, middle, short,
Yeah.
So
I
I mean,
might even
you'll
be
see
able
it like you do it on the other side super well. So like you know how to do it.
I think
Obviously, it's just
I think if I overlapped even and just stayed square, even didn't go 1 knee down, that's I think it
yeah,
would be just
yeah.
as
It just
effective.
it's kind of like a little handcuffing and you're skating just on those
Yeah.
moves. And like obviously that guy gets a backdoor pass, taps it in. No one's gonna say it's your fault, but trying to
Right.
give yourself the best chance to make a save every play, even when it's
Of course.
not going to be your fault.
Hmm.
Off the face off. What do we got here? That cuts the middle. Nice. Same kind of thing. Can I move this? Yeah, that's better. Same small little shuffles fall into play. That's really nice. Pushing out. Yeah. See right here. It's the same situation we were just watching over there. But on this side, for sure, you're in the overlap and then you're going 1 knee down, right?
Yep.
But on this side,
Yep.
you did that nice you're still at overlap, and then you see cut back into the post as that guy drives. And this is what I was talking about, where it gives you that controlled push across, right?
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
when you're in that 1 knee down, you saw it on their side, it was like a splits across because you're kind of stuck on the post. Here it's nice and smooth, perfectly in control. Like, that's where I'm just saying it just when you're able to kind of play between those posts and use the post to help you, it just slows the game down and like makes it easier for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
just
It's my
highlighting the same thing. I was just trying to show that it was a tendency. And then here again, we're on this side and it's going in the
back to
RVH. So I'm just
RVH.
pointing out that like you can see that you favor one thing on the one side and something else on the other. So it's something you can in practice think about. Games just make saves,
For sure. For sure. It's definitely a practice progression I'd have to
Good.
work on.
Right here, perfect. Guy comes in through traffic again, probably 1, 2 screens. Nice on top of the crease, giving yourself a good chance. Shot. And then this is something that I love. And like me and my goalie coach and our other goalie, we've been working on a lot this season. My other goalie coach and I should have some proper grammar. Show this to people. Is working back to those posts. Like when there's those plays that go out, like finding that post is just a great reset point because it just lets you get eyes on the puck. You're covering your net. And then it gives you an opportunity to push back out if there's a quick play out. So I really like working back to the post. Head finds it, post to post, back up to your feet. Nice. It's a no goal.
It was a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they disallowed it for too many men, but that one was weird. That's one of those ones I see him like attempt to shoot it obviously and he whiffs it.
Yeah.
And then by him picking that puck up, I overcommitted and kind of like went desperate.
You can see right there.
Probably for no reason.
He tried to shoot, and I think your D man stopped it, and then he just kind of like you opened up to make the save, and then he gets the second shot and it goes in. So
exactly.
It wasn't even a goal. It gets waved off for the offsides, but you can still see the play. See, no goal.
Yeah, it was.
I might make sure to put that in the video so everyone knew that it was no goal.
In hindsight, I would have liked to have just probably not even gone full splits. I didn't realize where I was in the net. I think I could have just slid over and hit my stick.
Exactly. Like as he comes in here, if you're here and you just bump into the post with your legs,
and that's
no matter where he shoots, he's not going to score. But no goal. This was a really good head checking and communication check. You checked. You can see that your D are both kind of puck watching. They're going in, and this guy has the chance. If it comes to the middle, he's walking down the pipe. So you're calling it out, guys open, talking to your D-man, talking to your F2, F3, whatever he is, letting them know that they got to cover their guys. So that's a key thing for goalies too. They didn't listen. He still gets it down the pipe. You got a nice push out. This time you were like, this is great. You had a really hard push, feet are set, prepared to make that save. Really nice.
Yeah, that one got a piece of it and it was trickling behind. Good thing Rosie saved the day.
Oh, that was a really good clip. Now we're in the second period.
That one was probably the toughest save of the night. I just wanted to add on that, these along with that one, but the last one you just showed with the slot, because my guy went down to block that shot on the left side where he was initially going to shoot, and I just kind of had to almost guess at that point that obviously he's not going to shoot there. He's moving it to his blocker, so it's just reactionary.
Once they come down the pipe like that, it's like you get your position and then it's just reacting and guessing pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
You guessed right. Okay, I like this. You're playing a little more conservatively. This is that side again that you like to go that one knee down, but you actually go back to your post here. And like this is, I think if you're in that one knee down, you would be in trouble here. Because it's like you'd be splitting across and then it goes back, you'd be like diving across, right?
Yeah.
But here you can see you're on your post, you go post, but you keep your eyes on the puck, right? If you would have turned your head early, that's a goal. So like this is something that I love playing the post this way. Like what me, my goalie coach, the other goalie and I, like we've been really working, like as that puck comes around, we'll go from this post to this post, keeping our head here. And then once he gets to the outside, then we turn our head when he's no longer a threat to pass it. So exactly what you do here, you keep your eyes on the puck the whole time and he can't surprise you. You're ready. You're right back on the post.
Yeah. That's especially in today's NHL, those plays are not even just NHL and just
kind of
all
like
the time
on this
you
post,
guys do those behind the nets plays.
Push over, but you're still looking. Keep your eyes on it. Like guys are so quick and creative that if the least amount of time that you can spend doing that when the puck's behind the net, that's great.
Those plays happen a lot in today's game too. Those ones.
Now they're behind the net. Yeah, ton. Oh, it's a really good save. I think that's one of those saves that like people don't understand how difficult that actually is, like to like follow like that. So like this one, another great controlled save. Not an easy shot from here with a D-man pushing up on him, but in the glove, no rebound. That was a goal, but again, this is a similar situation with that guy coming down. Good hard push out, feet are set. He kind of makes that move to the middle and then throws it back. This is where if you can, like, this is a messed up situation. It's essentially a 2-on-0, right? But if you're able to get like a shuffle to the middle, then a slide back on the angle, like without going backwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you make this first save, but what happens is once you go back like that, you make the save. It's pretty tough to make the save after that, right? Because that's what happens. They score the rebound there.
Yeah.
But
that backdoor pass initially, it missed the guy's tape. I looked at it, I zoomed in on it, it hit the guy's skate on that back door, and then it popped right back to that backdoor guy again. It was tough, but I didn't even make the save. I didn't get the shot off, unfortunately, even on the first one. But I know what you mean. You got to stand.
There's obviously times when you have to make those desperation saves, and like I'm all for them. I make them all. Like I try to make them all the time. I don't always, but like the longer you can go before going into like desperation, diving out, the better, right? Like because if you're able to push, slide, and then go desperate, like if you have a nice controlled slide, it hits that guy's stick, then you dive across for that third one. You know, it's again super difficult. Not blaming you for this goal by any means. It's a good goal. But just think if the situation arose again, if you were able to kind of like get on your feet, slide, and then one more hard push across, maybe you have a chance, you know?
Even just, I don't know. I think the initial slide wasn't very, very strong or very good for me.
Yeah.
I lost my balance backwards.
It looks like you kind of lost your like a little bit of balance, but
a little bit. Again,
turnover, quick 2-on-1, 2-on-0 situation. Like right here, if you can hold your feet there, and then push across, like you know what I'm saying? Is once you dropped here, then you were kind of forced to dive across, right? Like
Yeah.
You could have stayed on your feet for one more second and then slid here. But like I said, that's a really nice save
Tough.
here. We got all the angles.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw
Just
it
hold
there.
your feet as long as you can. But again, not your fault. I like that, playing the puck right after a goal. It's a nice way to get back into the game, right? Get your touch right away. Like,
give some confidence to the D too.
yeah,
You're not
totally.
not
Like I like it
sitting
shows
there
that
in
you're
the heel.
feeling confident. You're not phased by the goal. You go out there, touch the puck, you feel good.
Yeah,
I like that.
I
Bombing
like to
it on the
advance the
ice.
puck.
I just needed to show that one.
Yep.
You got some
Where's our
bad.
camera guy? Oh
Then we
my
got
god.
yeah, camera guy was sleeping, but I was trying to show like heads up play, getting up the ice, quick up.
Yep.
Team get some zone time out of it. I don't have much for you on this one.
Yeah, made the first save.
Made the first
That's
save, and that's a different situation where it's a breakaway. Like, of course, you have to
Yeah.
slide across with him, and then puck goes right to two guys wide open. So that's
Yeah.
not
You're
going
hoping
to
that one
that
gets
one. He
cleared
did
out
the
by.
best
Yeah,
right here. You got to go for him. Just unfortunate the rebound goes right to the guy, but that's not on you.
gotta have our guys back getting those
Somebody
out
should
next
have
time.
thrown this guy through the boards for that celebration too.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that until I watched the video after too. If I saw that, I wouldn't have been happy about it either.
Again, this was that same situation, but on your feet this time of coming across, but your head staying locked in. See that again. Sorry. Didn't mean to show that again. Right here. Over, head stays locked. You don't even turn your head once. Puck's totally in your sight the whole time. Nice and controlled. I don't mind that slide actually, because you have to treat it as if it's a one-timer, right?
Right.
But I like that you slid right back to your feet once you realized he was holding it. Nice. See there? That's on that side that in the first period, as the game went on, you actually started to do more RVHs on that side. It's almost like you kind of loosened up and started doing it.
Yeah,
like
100%.
You
Found
can,
my game more almost.
And I think that was on the penalty kill right there too, or a long zone time. Maybe it wasn't penalty kill, but
we got
think
hemmed in quite a bit the second period. So
when you realize that there's options on the far side, that you kind of play a little back because you know you can push off a little harder.
Yeah.
Just a kind of a habit thing that I noticed.
Yeah. I think it's all subconscious. Some of the things that I do too, I don't even realize that I'm
for sure. When you're playing a game, you're not thinking.
Right.
Here's a similar situation. This is almost like, I'd almost say this is like a hybrid one knee down RVH, right?
For sure.
Like you're kind of like in a half butterfly, but I like that you work back to the post, like from there, instead of like being outside the post and then diving across.
There's a little bit of an overlap too, even.
Yeah, you were like overlap, and then you kind of were able to bump back into the post and get a nice controlled slide over and follow him like in control. Because like part of the thing with the overlap is if that guy's coming in, fakes a shot and goes around, you can kind of get stuck there. But you did a good job of like getting into the post, getting across, like controlled. That was nice. And then a good push out for that one timer.
Yeah,
really good footwork, finding it. Yeah, finding the puck through traffic. Huge. I think I had. Yeah, the same note here of, yeah, kind of drifting backwards a little bit with that screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could feel it too.
Meeting will end in 10 minutes. It's all right.
Okay, we got 6 minutes.
We'll continue recording once it does.
Yeah.
Just set your feet. Don't let that puck sneak in, you know?
Right.
See, now you're in the RVH on that side. Good. He goes quick. You don't have to do that head check. You look, you hold your post. Nice save. It's really clean. Yeah, again, like your head, minimal turns. You're only turning once the puck is out of your field of vision. Like really nice. Keeping your vision in the game like in front of you.
Yep.
Same thing there. Like you kind of set, but then you realize you could take one more step and then be aware of that guy, right? Because with that drift, if the puck does go back, that's when you're going to be diving backwards. But if you're set, you can get a rotation and push. But But again, a great save. Like
Good block from our defense.
better be over aggressive than under aggressive, for sure.
Yes. Yes. Especially at my height.
Totally. A lot of traffic. I mean, you're like a little deep there, but you're forced to be because
Right.
bodies.
A lot
Good.
of layers.
Nice and set tall for that, like far out there, but you were set. There wasn't really a second option, so it's a great time. And then you work back to the post too once the puck went wide. So
yeah,
a great play. I'm speeding up a little bit just because we're running out of time in the Zoom.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Great following, feet set, nice save. You got a little piece of the blocker. They show it right here. Yeah, I like that.
Little piece plus crossbar.
Finding it. Big push out. Did it? Oh, it did hit a little crossbar, eh? Yeah.
It was a
You're set, like you're all over the puck. Again, that's a nice confidence save. Nice to just feel the puck.
Yeah.
Playing the puck again, quick ups. I like that. Players love playing with goalies who move the puck up the ice.
They do. Want to advance pucks quick.
Nice rebound. Fire
Almost cleared. Almost cleared it. It's too bad I didn't clear it because then you see what happens right after.
Yeah.
Way too deep.
Yeah.
Way too deep.
You know exactly what to say. It's the same thing that I was saying before is what happened here. You're kind of fighting through the traffic and you backed up, look around. I do the same thing and it just snuck in.
Ended up getting deflected actually, that one.
For sure, yeah. But like you saw some of those saves, some of those saves that got deflected is if you're further out, there's more of a chance that's going to hit you, right? Like, so just be confident, take that depth. Don't even give it a chance of one sneak in.
You pause it real quick. I was just going to add, I think maybe in circumstances it's okay to be more conservative. Like I was way too conservative there.
Yeah, no, totally.
But I think that's because I was in the back of my mind. I'm thinking if you look at the video, you got like a couple guys creeping in close that
you
could be like almost redirection or backdoor threats even. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, but I should definitely shoot way higher up regardless.
You have guys like this guy's coming in. So if you're way out there and you put a big rebound, but still I'd say
for sure gotta be out
at least have your toes on the top of the crease, if not the heels.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Because you're a good skater, you're a fast skater. Like you have to trust that you're going to be able to get to the rebound.
For sure.
Yeah, just a puck play. I don't know. Something special on that one.
Touches is good to see.
Little one knee down. Back, nice post to post. So here's another good example of like working back to that post, eyes on the guy, he's going quick. You get into that post. You see what's great about the RVH here is if that pass went out there, you're in a great position just to bump. Here, if it goes here, like to either of these guys, you can get into that post and explode out to them, which like that's what's so key about if you don't follow him well here and the puck goes out, you've got no chance on that. But because you followed him well, it sets you up to make this next save, right?
Sure.
So that's great. Great following, great aggressive push out.
Yeah, I felt comfortable with that one. That was a nice one.
See, that's really nice holding your depth. This guy was walking across right on top of the line, shuffling right across the top of that crease. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a huge save. Watch that again. I think they got the replay coming too. Nice depth on that because it's kind of a 2-on-1. He could have shot it. Puck goes across. You come over on your feet, which is awesome because he can make a move either way. If you slid right away like that and he comes across, then you're diving across with him. But you're on your feet. Yeah. You can read it. He keeps going wide. You slide with him nice and tight. Nowhere for that puck to go.
That's the releases that we work on. You know, when you shuffle over, just drop
a little shuffle release
right there. Yeah,
I thought it was a great save. Really like controlled. Different angle here. See, like right there, like you shuffled, you were set. He saw he had nowhere to go, right? Like if you were sliding out, I think he's licking his chops. He's making one move and then going the other way.
For sure.
But
for sure.
You forced him to kind of just take a shot at you and like you're set and made a big save. Again, feet are set right on top of the crease. Nothing for him. That's nice. Really nice skating.
Like right there, that's that little bump that I was saying I should have done on that initial
Yeah.
disallowed. Like that little bump just and
Yeah,
staying
exactly. You
square.
come in, you
It
kind of just
eliminates that.
bump into that post, and you can get back up to your feet. And like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. See, as the game went on, you started to do a little more on this side. All
Yeah,
right.
I just think I just settled into my game,
Yeah,
honestly. Yeah.
totally. Because I think it is in certain situations a more efficient way to get around the net.
Oh, for sure.
Like, there's no way this guy's going to beat you with a shot there. But what this allows you to do is with these guys tight to net, that puck goes out, you're already down, you can push right out to him. Right. So it's just kind of thinking about the next save, next shot.
Yep.
Careful there again, kind of sitting back a little bit. Take that extra depth. Like right here, perfect.
Yep.
Nice and tall. Back to the post. That's great. Right into the post. Nice and control using your arm. Finding it. Still low. You can keep holding it as long as they're in this area, like in this. Just using my fingers, you can't see that. Below this line, basically, they're not going to score on you. So like keep holding that ice, and then yeah, get back to your feet when you can.
For sure.
A little deep again, but no threat there. Yeah, if they're not talking to you, they're not ready for it. Cover it.
We were that was a long shift. That's why I froze that one. We were kind of gassed.
That's a good play there. Nice over. They turned it over, and you had to make a big save.
Yeah, it was a double save. It's hard to terrible camera angle. I don't know what's wrong with
I
the
think
camera
that
people.
yeah, I think this is a replay of it. Maybe not. Let's go back. Yeah, the camera guys were a little shaky.
Yeah, he changed the camera angle at the wrong time. That's for sure.
But you got back to the net. You play the puck. You get back to the net quickly. You recognize the guys coming. If you're getting back to the net lazy, that's a goal. So good awareness. Good. What's the word I'm looking for? Urgency on the play to get back to the net. Another really good play. A little chip over the guy out of the zone. Just missed it, but that's happens.
Sometimes they go too high.
Good holding the line there. See, working back. I think more of an RVH style movement there instead of the overlap, one knee down. Good control in the post. Like I said, you can hold that all day from that position.
Yeah, no doubt.
See, that's where I'm saying, like, once you're there, it's kind of a split. It's like splits or nothing. If you're in the RVH, that'd be a perfect time for an RVH bump out, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Like you made the save. It's a great save. So obviously it works.
I don't think he got a shot off there on that one actually, but no, you're right. I think RVH into a bump definitely be a more ideal than going into a split.
Just talking about that RVH versus one knee down. This was like a perfect situation. This kind of the perfect example, right? Right-handed shooter, stick is on the outside. So even less of a scoring threat on the far side. I think that's a great time to go into the post, RVH, shoulders tall. That puck comes across. You can get a good hard push with your chest leading instead of being forced to kind of stretch out with a leg. Yeah. And if that guy was a little further out and was able to get that up, you're in a tough spot, right? But if you're in the post with your skate and you get that hard push out with your chest forward, I think you get a little chance. But still, huge save.
And in those situations, I'm kind of realizing it more that I think about it now and we're talking about it. It's like I can feel myself being like in desperation, like out of position almost when I do that. And it doesn't,
because you're immediately in desperation. Like
it doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah. And you feel like, oh, dodged a bullet there.
It's kind of that one knee down. It's not a very mobile position, right? You're kind of jammed up and it's a big blocking style, little older school style thing. Like the more mobile, fast cross grace game. That's why the RVH developed, because it's
for sure
able to go in and out of it and like a little
between the posts.
A little, yeah, exactly. Let me get this thing.
Okay. There we go.
See, that was actually a really good push out, like from that one knee down. So like you're able to do it. I just think it's easier consistently to get a good push out.
For sure it is. With the RVH, it's definitely easier than or on my feet.
Nice push, set, controlled, no problem. Getting outshot pretty bad.
They had I think they finished with 31 maybe.
31, yeah. So now
Yep.
we're in overtime. Good control. I like that you were in that overlap, but then you bump back into the post, get a nice control. So if you're going to play overlap, that's the key, is getting in back into your post like smoothly. So you do it really well.
Yeah, recovery
control.
back.
Yeah. And then you get into that RVH, explode
Yep.
out. That's nice. That's a nice
I
save.
think I'm having some issues.
So you kind of bid on that little move that he made, like that little fake shot, but you're nice and aggressive, got that poke check out there, made a really nice save. D-Man got the clear, and you actually didn't fall backwards. Like you kind of worked to get that rotation and come back to your feet. So
Man, this
all
thing's
in all, it's a
broken
good
up.
clip. Nice tracking,
Thanks.
set, square.
Sorry, it's hard for me to hear and
Can't hear?
it's hard for me to communicate with you because this thing keeps on.
Okay. Yeah, really nice. Feet are set. Holding that line instead of backing up like you were earlier in the game, right? Because you like trusting your skating, you're locked in. The guy comes in, shoots it, goes wide, but you're in a great position. Ooh, really nice. That's really nice skating. Cuts the middle. You backed up a bit, and you re-engaged as he pulled up. Shuffle, shuffle. You go down, but you're down with control. You get that push, and you also got a little rotation push back. As he goes wide, you work back to your post, nice and controlled. Post to post, reset, no worries. It's a good push post to post. But you can see, like, being in that one knee down, you're forced to kind of stretch to the post still. Where if you were in the RVH, you could have gone just a little bump. But it's still super smooth and it's no issue. Really nice. Same thing. Minimal head turns. Eyes locked on the puck the whole time. Keeps you nice and controlled. Same thing. They started to do more and more kind of plays behind the net as the game went on, but you were all over it. Was not an issue for you. That's nice. Following into the post, nice and tall. That guy's a left-handed shooter there. You can go into that RVH nice and tall, and there's no way he can score on you.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Shuffling, set, make the save, back to the post. Really nice. Last two clips, just the shootout ones. I'm not going to critique a shootout, but just put all the game clips in there. Yeah, nice moves. Nothing you can do.
You can hear me there.
I like to do these post game, kind of just write down my thoughts after each game I play. I do it with my goalie coach here. We kind of ask 3 questions after a game. What did I do well? What can I improve? And what changes can I make to improve? So, and then during that week on the ice during practice, we'll try to implement some of those changes. Instead of just practicing like crazy, we're doing a focused practice on like what specifically we wanted to improve during that game. So for what you did well, I think that you played, for the most part, really good, like coming out, challenging the shots. Like I think you were controlling the game really well from the crease. So I'll say top of crease, rebound control on those screenshots. You're all over them. Big timely saves. You made some really big, like that little breakaway save in the third, that backdoor pass save. Those are huge things, like intangible things. And I really liked your skating / following the play.
Maybe
Up
puck play
top
too.
and down low. What's that?
I think I played the puck pretty well in the
Yeah,
game
puck
too.
playing for sure. What can I improve? I would say maybe timings going into the post on the, like that one side that seems a little bit less confident than the other side. So timings on post play, basically like as they're coming in, getting into the post instead of like playing too long. It's a nitpicky thing, but just the way I look at it is like I always try to have something to improve. Even in the game where you have a shutout, you have to think of something, right? Like no one's ever played a perfect game. You gotta have something. So I'd say timings on the post, and then drifting back through traffic. So, nothing much, just those things.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Changes you can make, I'd say work on RVH post entries, exits on glove side, because it's the glove side, right? Play game, how confident,
Sure.
but try something new in practice. And then holding crease when fighting through traffic. So nothing crazy. I can send you.
Keeping my depth.
Yeah,
Getting a better depth on that one goal is probably the
exactly. That's
biggest
what I mean. Like
stake of the
holding
game.
the
Yeah, I would
crease,
say.
holding depth,
Yeah.
trust your
Yeah, I'm
skill
agreeing with.
to
Yeah, I'm in.
get to
Yeah.
the next play. Yeah, man, that's kind of what a video breakdown would look like. We go through all the clips, we talk it out, and then we do one of these reports afterwards. So that's it for everyone.
I like it. I like it.
For everyone
It's
watching at
fun. It's
home.
fun. Good to learn for me.
Yeah. If you guys want to do something similar, hit me up. We can schedule a time. I have a spot on my website that you guys can sign up for and book a time slot. While I'm in Europe, it's going to be a little difficult with the times, but I'm sure there's still a time that we can work. Like Mattias is in the US right now, and I'm in Italy, and we're able to get this done. So let me know if there's a time that works for you, and we can try to do the same thing. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to get on a video call with you guys.